Happy birthdays as well. You always find the latest courtyard permanent solution. Out of the box.
Hello and welcome to Radio Waves by todderbert. If you enjoy reviews, comparisons, band scans of new and classic portable radios, then make sure to subscribe and tap the bell icons to miss any of my most awesome videos. In front of us we have the Kaito KA400. This is an AM/FM NOAA weather alert portable emergency radio. I got this off Amazon for $29.99, and here's the box it came in. Notice the color? I'm a big fan of yellow, and I like the new model. This dial looked very familiar. I thought I'd give it a try. So we got here, reinventing radios, or reinvented radios, excuse me. Bluetooth, cell phone charger, MP3. Looks like a microphone, a sun. I'm guessing a radio wave, flashlight, tablet, Kaito Electronics quality mark. Okay, picture of the radio. You got service questions. I know they have a 1-year warranty on this, which is nice. Multi-ways powered. Okay. This side here, we got some bullet points. You can look at those if you need to. We'll go over everything. There you are. Pretty cool setup. Version 1.0. So this is our first version of this. Just came out. Let's go ahead and open this up, see what we got in the inside. Yeah, always a fan of the yellow emergency radio. Okay, got a cable there. Let's look at the radio and some bubble wrap. Go ahead and just empty everything out. Let's see what we got. Is that it? Empty box. Okay, first things first, we have a cable. Micro USB variety for charging the radio and to charge devices. There you go. Next, we have some paperwork. Looks like you get your warranty registration. Like I mentioned, it is 1 year. I think you have to send this in, but there you go. Okay, basic. We have the manual. Okay, it's very simple to operate. I guess we'll go over everything, but I'll just kind of open this up and show you the pertinence. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Built-in 2300 milliamp hour battery. Liking that. Yeah, I'd like to see them go higher, use a little higher end battery, but I can see why they go 2300 or 2600. It keeps the cost down, especially in mass production. Okay, oh yeah, here's some stats I keep glossing over. There you go. People want to see that. Again, I'll go over some of that stuff. It says siren there, 90 decibels, but there's no siren on this radio. It must have been a misprint, but I did not find a siren mode at all. Okay, get to the radio. It's in bubble wrap. I like to see that, as mentioned. There it is. Definitely brick-sized. I do like the. I mean, it's a neat form factor because you have it. You're not easily lost. So let's go over dimensions. 6 inches long. We have 3 5/8 of an inch wide. And we have a case depth of 2 inches. Yep, it's thick. Loving it. So let's do a little size comparison. I guess I'll leave it like this. CC pocket. Kind of go right on there, and there's a big thickness difference. Yeah, I'm sure they made it thicker to put the bigger battery in it. Let's see what else we got. Skywave, CC Skywave. That's my favorite emergency radios, believe it or not, even though it doesn't have a solar or dynamo on it. It does have a built-in charger. If you put a power bank to it, you can charge it up, and it has weather alert. So that's why I like this one myself. But some people, they really want to have an all-in-one solution, which you can't knock that at all. I like Kaito, and I like the radios. Here's Iron Man. Deck of cards to give you an idea for size. All right. And then I think one more thing. So yeah, this model is the bigger version of the Kaito KA400, and that'll look familiar. I don't own that, but I have its sibling right here. This is the Acenauter RD636W. This is the same thing that Kaito just relabeled and put KA400. But the cool thing about the Kaito, it's $20. I think this is 20 also. But it is black with a yellow front. Looks amazing. It'll match this. This gives you an idea. If you look at the dial is the same. And the radio operates the same too, I noticed. It's got the same solar panel. It's got the same front light switch and the same lights in the front there. So giving you an idea, they added a media player, Bluetooth functions to this radio. So here we are. I'll show you that. But yeah, I'll put links below to the the little baby brother to this one, the 336, and of course this one, if you're interested. So let's talk about features of the Kaito KA400. Left-hand side, we have the flashlight. They say that flashlight produces about 35 to 45 lumens. Turn it on, give you an idea. Whoops. Okay, there's a middle setting. There it is. So there, 45 lumen. I'd say it's about 40 lumens, definitely. It's a bluish-white light, but it's enough. It'll run quite a long time on that. Turn that off. Let's get my color back. See, that works out pretty good for that. All right. Next, on the left side, we have the input for charging the internal battery. Micro USB in. We have a DC out of 5 volts, so you can charge up a cell phone for a few minutes, or a small radio, or something else that requires a small charge. Because the 2300 cell, it's not a very high capacity cell, so you're not going to use it to charge your iPad or anything. But in an emergency situation, you could charge your phone up for a few minutes, which is nice. Here's a micro SD card slot for your MP3 playback. Only issue with this one is it's spring-loaded, but doesn't go all the way flush. I wish it did. Kind of sticks up when you put the card in. I'll show it to you later. Kaito KA400 on the front. Band information. We got a speaker right here. I estimate the speaker right around 2 inches. Our dial, get a close-up on that. FM, 87108, weather band, all 7 channels. Then below that, our AM band, 520 to 1710. You can notice we have a charging indicator and power indicator. And our tuning LED indicator. Those both turn red. Cover the solar panel up. You can see how the power goes out. There you go. Down here, we have a band select switch and alert mode. So FM, AM, weather band. And when we set to alert, make sure that your weather band is set to the channel that you receive the best. It doesn't scan the 7, it just scans the 1 station that you have set. And of course, set the volume. Then put it on alert. And then if alert comes through, the radio will alarm and turn on. That actually won't alarm, it'll just turn on. Here we have a microphone, and that's for hands-free when you're in the Bluetooth mode. Here we have our MP3 playback. Very simple. Track forward, track back, pause, play. There is no fast forward or rewind, which I wish it had. We have a fun selector. I know it means function, but I like that. It says fun. You can toggle between MP3 and radio with that. Right-hand side, we have a tuning wheel, volume on-off wheel. Top, you saw the solar panel, and our switch here. I kept missing it to go get the flashlight. Now we have DC out. DC out, the radio won't work. It's only used as a power bank function when that switch is engaged. So that's what you use to charge your devices. So small solar panel, don't rely on that for major charge. If you need to charge this up, use the Dynamo on the back, and I'll show that to you. Our antenna here is just a simple straight up design. It doesn't swivel 360. The antenna is 16 inches, which provides decent reception for FM and NOAA weather bands. Our Dynamo crank, it's kind of flush here, so you got to kind of fish it out there. I do like this one because it has a knob that spins here, so it's nice and free as you turn it. As you can see, very simple. I'm not going to spin it super fast and tell you charge times because, to be honest with you, pack extra batteries and keep it charged. That's the best way. That's the nice thing about this radio is it includes a compartment to put in optional 3 AAA batteries right there. I like that. There must be some kind of model number, serial number. Sweet. But there you go. And you can put your micro SD cards in here too if you got a way to mount them in there. And you got for your media player, you just put those in there. So that's why I was thinking where to put those, since they stick out in the front there when you put them in. Okay, let's get this back. There we go. All right, bottom of the radio. Okay, so we're ready to turn it on. So let's go ahead and pop in a little SD card. I think this is the right way. There we go. So you can see how it sticks out there. Not good to travel like that, but okay. So we're going to turn on the MP3 mode and then turn on the radio.
TF Car Play.
7, 6, 3, 2, 1.
You'll never have the sacred stone.
And we'll do a little audio demo here for a few minutes. idea for the MP3 playback. The sound is really good coming out of the speaker, probably because of the case depth. Adds a little extra throat to the sound. If you think about having a micro SD card and an emergency radio, you wonder why. One is you can have music to entertain. 2, you could have radio shows like I like to put on there. And 3, you could actually have recorded lists or phone number lists. You could actually record into a microphone, you know, say Billy Bob number, 2111-3555. You could do that. I mean, because an audio list is great. Like items you need in an emergency. Check this, do this, and have that as a reminder note to you on your emergency radio. Where did I store those batteries? They're in the garage, top left bin. So it'll, your radio will tell you because you pre-recorded it. I like the old-time radio.
The couple next door.
See if that's... I turned it down.
The Damon Runyon Theater. The Kraft Foods Company presents Willard Waterman as the Great Gildersleeve.
Hello, Duffy's Tavern. What do you eat? Meet the Archie the manager speaking. Duffy ain't here. Oh, hello, Duffy. Well,
NBC presents Frank Lovejoy in Night Beat.
So you get the idea. Those are great shows. I guess you're listening to them. Let's pause that. So let's show you. So if you take let's go ahead and turn the radio off. Go the right way. Take the SD card out. If you turn the radio on without the card in there, I think it supports up to 16 gigabytes, maybe 32. Let's go ahead and turn it back on.
Enter Bluetooth.
So you could have a Bluetooth player, and it'll recognize, it'll say Kaito on the Bluetooth player, your phone, and it'll start playing right through here like a normal Bluetooth speaker. Bonus. All right, so we're going to go and talk about FM reception. So FM reception report. I always like to do this in a 5-star method. Let me go ahead and just put that on radio. So yeah, 5 stars. We start out as fair, okay, good, very good, and excellent. Most radios have about an okay to good rating, an average rating of about 48 stations found. I found over 60 stations with this radio, giving it a solid good rating on sensitivity and a solid good rating on selectivity. It does have some issues with tuning, but I was able to find most stations with no issue. So let's go ahead, turn it on, and we're going to go to the weather band. And during the day, I found 5 channels, which is really nice. Let's go ahead and put that on. Turn the radio on. Okay.
1 to 3 feet. Thursday, northwest winds 10 to 15 knots becoming north 10 to 20 knots. Waves 1 to 3 feet. Thursday night, northeast winds 10 to 20 knots becoming north. Waves 1 to 3 feet. Friday, north winds 15 to 25 knots increasing to 30 knots. 41 at DuPage Airport, 45 at Mason Harbor. Once again, to 15 to 25 at Rockford Airport, it was cloudy. In the mid-50s. Lows in the mid-30s. Monday. For the following, Winthrop Harbor to Wilmette Harbor, Illinois, Wilmette Harbor to Northerly Island, Illinois, and Northerly Island.
Okay, so you get the idea. I get about 5 stations, which is really neat. I'm barely getting them downstairs here because I'm in the basement, but I will get them, which is nice.
Northeast winds 10 to 15,
What you do is you set your
coming east toward daybreak.
volume you want, the weather channel you want, and then go ahead and hit alert. And then if an alert comes through, you can see the power's on, it's in tune. The radio automatically unmute itself and start playing. You do use power when doing this, so you might either want to keep it plugged in, or when it's stormy out, turn it on alert mode.
In the afternoon.
Okay.
Tuesday night.
So daytime AM reception, great sensitivity, but okay selectivity. What I was finding out was I was finding distant stations, like some up to 150 miles away during the day, which was amazing. But the selectivity was an issue. It would easily jump to stronger stations and missing in between stations. So we'll see what it does tonight. We're going to do a little mini AM band scan, and then we'll do final thoughts on the radio. So let's go ahead and let me get my Skyway. We'll use this as my frequency checker. We'll see what we can find tonight with this radio. 10:20 p.m. Central Standard Time near Chicago, Illinois. Keep that handy, and we'll just cruise the nighttime band. I think we'll find quite a few stations. Let's find out.
Becoming East 10.
Go to AM. Go to the bottom of the band. And we'll hear what we can hear.
It's very interesting. And I really like
Daughter, and I'd like to give them a gift. So the kid receives the gift, and it doesn't say from Prison Fellowship. It says from Mom or Dad.
A donation of $200 will send a care package with $150 worth of grocery gift cards, choice of sports equipment, and
So this is 560 WIND, Chicago.
Zondervan Campus Bible, plus some Bible study aids. Will you stand with us to support these children across the nation? So many needy kids need your support. Remember, $200 from you, tax deductible, will help.
Then he said, so I don't need new windows? And I said, no, actually, if you want, I can have the glass replaced, and they'll basically be as good as new. And believe me, it'll cost you a lot less than replacing these. This is Stacy Sinks with Bless's Glass Service. If it's a new glass shower door, fogged or broken insulated glass replacement, or affordable glass and mirror home decor that you...
So this is WTMJ 620, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. You can see it jumps up quite a bit to the stronger stations. But once in a while you'll find a weak station and it'll be super far.
Because we really have a belief in selling a product that's better than everybody else's.
Simon Arvid...
Okay, I don't know if that's 630, probably 650. Okay, well, let's see now. That's good selectivity. Jump right to 630, right next to 620. That's good. Probably because there's not a stronger station up the line.
Before we go to commercial here, but from 1984...
So yeah, 630, I forgot to mention, is CFCO, Chatham, Ontario, 310 miles, 6,000 watts. And this is now WSM, Nashville, Tennessee, on 650, which is 434 miles.
Amazing. ACM, I read. So what was happening at that point?
Well, Going, Going, Gone was written by Jan Crutchfield, another one of his songs. He wrote us 3 hits. It Turns Me Inside Out, She's Lying, and Going, Going, Gone. After we kept shoving it down the public's throat, they finally got it, that he was a good writer and I could sing his songs. So that became the first number.
Was still tied, heading towards the midway point of the fourth quarter.
Illinois helped...
About to get the ball, so let's rejoin Jack Buck and Hank Strick.
Cincinnati Bengals punted the last time they had the ball, now with 8:47 remaining.
Here's 670, the score, WSCR, Chicago. It's about as quiet as you can get it.
Who has not had a good Super Bowl game. He is 8 out of 20. Or 8 out of 19.
Wherever life's adventure has taken you, you're back.
He takes the ball and hands it off to Ickey Woods. He is upended after getting a yard at the most over the left side. Oh, there was a strong tackle. In on him with
Those very own, wherever you are.
They stop.
To help prevent the spread of respiratory diseases.
Okay, so I think we're running into a 670 jumping right to 720 because they're two stronger stations. Yeah, so this is 720 WGN Chicago. This is the selectivity issue I was talking about.
United Airlines management
You know, from emergency radio, most people just want to hear what's going on locally, typically.
United plans to cut more than 3,400 jobs. The airline sent employees a memo today saying the company has to take action or it may not survive. Cuts represent about 30% of its management personnel. Many work at United.
Playing ukuleles for them on the shore.
Notify employees if they've been...
Tonight, no. That possibility of maybe seeing you.
So there you go. I had to go back and forth like 3 times. CFZM, I was hoping to get this. 740, Toronto, Ontario, 460 miles. Nice.
And the pounding becomes the ocean's roar. You would think that they wouldn't have been decimated by smallpox.
Here's 760 WJR, Detroit, Michigan, 270 miles.
Diseases with them. And the island population went from, I don't know what it was, probably hundreds of thousands. And
3121, pay $35 per month per line with autopay. Data deprioritization during congestion, coverage and offer not available everywhere.
Should be 780 WPBM.
Maximum use rules, $30 activation fee, and restrictions apply.
I'm Alex Trebek, here to tell you about the Colonial Penn program. If you're age 50 to 85 and looking to buy life insurance on a fixed budget,
Basically turning their currencies into cryptocurrency. But I think that we're headed for a world like we've never seen before, and there's some good and some very bad to it. I don't know how you get rid of a black market. I suppose one
So
way
840, jump from 780 to 840. Well, that's what you get.
There's an entire market.
This is WHAS, Louisville, Kentucky, about 300 miles.
And it's all anonymous. You just have a key and a highly encrypted code, and it's in the blockchain, and no government or anybody else can even look at that.
Certainly.
You want it that way.
Yeah, certainly, and I know that there's a lot of people.
Any country in the state, by far. New York is doing more tests than any country on the globe per capita.
There are everyday actions to help prevent the spread of respiratory diseases. Wash your hands. Avoid.
So this is 880 WCBS, New York, New York, 750 miles. So you know it's capable of it. Just this activity it's tricky, but it's doable, and it's really cool for a simple, inexpensive. You know, I'd say inexpensive. $29 is a pretty fair price for what this does.
This message brought to you by the National Association of Broadcasters and this station. At Acme, they're equally grateful to their families, neighbors, and
de santé aussi qui sont importants dans les communautés, le diabète, l'hypertension, l'obésité, ben ça, ce sont tous des facteurs
I think it went backwards.
pour la COVID, le manque d'équipement, bon, etc. Et
I went backwards.
à un moment donné, et je ne le souhaite pas, je pense que nos leaders ont fait la bonne chose en mettant des barrières un peu partout.
Toronto, Ontario.
En confinant nos communautés, mais si le virus s'installe à quelque part, malheureusement, je pense que it's going to flex in a way that you can expect
No bottom line. Let's go to DJ calling up from Kentucky. DJ, you're on CBS Sports Radio. What's on your mind?
DJ, first time caller, long time listener.
Thank you so much, DJ. What's up?
I was going to say that Mark Twain got to say in Jack Henry Place. I don't want to replace, but...
So jump to 960. This is South Bend, Indiana. WSBT. 110 miles away, 5,000 watts.
Then you go further in time when Jim...
a different game. I mean, actually, right here, right now, I mean... My name is Meera Basra. I help families see opportunities and succeed. I don't just wear the shirt, I live it.
Give, advocate, volunteer, Live United. Go to liveunited.org. Brought to you by United Way and the Ad Council. Many medicines used to treat colds
So 1000 WMVP, Chicago. I'm just going to cruise up the dial pretty quick, and then we'll do final thoughts.
over-the-counter and prescription medicines. But taking too much or more than one medication containing acetaminophen...
Technology and innovation sector. Tune in every Wednesday night at 7. Tech 5 talks to the women and men making Pittsburgh pop. Tune in and geek out. Tech 5 Radio, Wednesday night at 7 on KDKA Radio. News, weather, traffic, and business every day.
Hear it on News Radio KDKA.
From the Jason...
So there you go, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, 450 miles, KDKA, 1020 AM.
KDKA Radio.
Advisory Group. We are enduring a crisis unlike any we've ever seen, and we know how difficult the uncertainty is to deal with.
Many of our clients have been with us since our inception back in 2004, and we couldn't be more proud to work with you. You're an extension of our family, and there's nothing we won't do.
Oh, this is good. This is WBZ, Boston, Massachusetts, 880 miles. Sounds like it's coming like a local. As you can tell, no birdie tones or harmonics.
I truly believe that brighter days are ahead, and I look forward to those days, just as you do. On behalf of Michael and all...
Sail again, at least 8 of its ships starting in August.
Even hardest hit New York is looking down the road. Governor Andrew Cuomo laying out plans for reopening the state's economy region by region.
Let's be smart about what we do. And I get the emotion, and I get the impatience, and I get the anxiety. We all feel it.
Back to 1020.
Governor Tom Wolf says nearly 1 million.
iHeartMedia knows small businesses across the country are facing new challenges during the COVID-19 pandemic. So to help, we put together the iHeartRadio Small Business Crisis Resource. which has critical information,
10:30.
including links to federal in every aspect of life.
We're right there providing content across platforms and myriad devices. Laptops, desktops, smart TVs, tablets, and smart speakers. I can get it on my phone, I can get it on my computer. All over the place. Is accessible.
I think it's 10:40.
Using your voice, all you have to do is on your smart device. Deploy 1040 WHO by iHeartRadio.
There it is. Just waiting for it. WHO, Des Moines, Iowa, 280 miles. All right, we're almost done.
1-800-387-9903. 1-800-387-9903. Time's running out to win $5,000 a week for life from public. Now, Letter Month is a favorite tradition through the Bible, and let me explain why.
May 5th, Tuesday, to get your payment in 2020. Absolutely.
America is listening to Fox News.
And Fox News, Talk Radio 98.3 and 1510 WLAC.
There you go, WLAC, Nashville, Tennessee, 1510.
What's your catch? No catch. Again. And a free-flowing Type 1. Oh, that's cool.
And he, a few years ago, he just on a lark, he just...
What I do, and,
like...
And we train tomorrow's technicians. We train our students hands-on with real aircraft. Develop their...
Okay, we'll tap the dial. There we go.
Joe, this one's a little bit different, though. We went right down to the wire this time.
Excuse me, it sure did.
Let's see if this is 1700.
I hate to win them that way, but I tell you what, somehow they seem a little sweeter when it happens, though.
Joe, when you went out, you had a few seconds visualizing. What did you tell the team?
KBGG, Des Moines, Iowa. All right, here we go. Let's go ahead and turn this off. New final thoughts on the Kaito KA400. Yeah, for $29, I think it's a recommended buy. I really like the setup. It's big enough where it's not going to get lost. It's still portable enough. It has a good sound to it, deep audio. It's got a bigger battery. This one here was rated at 1,000 milliamp hour. I'm not sure what kind of battery's in there. I haven't taken it apart, but I'm guessing a smaller cylindrical style battery. It's typically what they put in these. I'm guessing this has an 18650 in it. This radio does feel heavier. So yeah, that's definitely worth the extra $10 for sure. Bigger battery, and of course, in having an MP3 player, I don't know if you're going to use the Bluetooth in emergency. I think they got that as an extra feature if you wanted to use your radio as a regular radio versus having it all the time just for an emergency radio. That's kind of nice. So you can use your Bluetooth for a speaker. Having the light is nice, similar to this one here. Same output and everything. So yeah, I would say it gets a recommended buy at $29. Watch for a sale, but typically Kaito runs a pretty solid, fair price on their equipment. And this one's really good. Now, I personally like the Tiamahun FS. I think it's the 089. I'll put a link up here. That's my favorite one because they have shortwave, bigger lantern modes, and it's about the same price. You can check that one out too. The only thing it doesn't have is Bluetooth, but Kaito has a similar version of that radio in Bluetooth too. So yeah, Kaito's pretty rocking. I like their emergency radios. I love the color. So if you enjoyed this video, give me a big like. You guys are awesome. I haven't done a review on emergency radio in a while, so I'm pretty excited. Two, if you like Kaito products, hit subscribe, hit the bell icon, get notified of future ones. I'm always on the lookout for new radios from them. Glad they came out with a winner here. This is definitely a winner all day long and all the bands. Definitely great reception. Enjoying that. And then three, comment below what you think about the KA400. Would you buy this one, or would you buy its baby brother in yellow and black? I just imagine it says yellow and black, the KA336 for $20. $20 versus $29. What do you value for a player, or if you just want the radio, just a simple radio? So let me know. All right, guys, take care, and we'll see you in the next video.